There we go. Are we up? Looks like it's up. I have my secondary screen up right now. Should I? Hold on. There we go. Can you please bring up... Why don't you remember my Twitch shit? Yeah. Take me to Twitch, laptop. Why is the first search, when I search my Twitch, something from a clip? Why is a clip the first one that shows up? That's so strange. I obviously was a good clip, I guess. I don't know. Here we go. Is everything in focus? It's hard. I'm gonna figure out a better lighting situation for this. Oh, we have no tunes. We need music. There we go. I'll turn it up a little on my end. Mic seems good. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, for some reason I searched my name because it's not coming up on like where I've been recently, even though it should on my laptop. Something's gone tits. I don't really need a second monitor to look at chat because I have it all on one. It should be fine. You still can't watch. Oh, because you were at work. That's okay. I'll try and be entertaining vocally. Okay, if it's readable, that's good. Oh, you're making dinner. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am currently making dinner. Technically, it's done. I did a slow cooker stuff today. So I should probably turn it down to keep it warm. But it's on low. It's not like it can burn. Right? That's why I chose a slow cooker recipe today. Mostly because it means I don't have to pay attention, really. Pull things out of the oven. I pulled the biscuits out like 15 minutes ago. I'm having chicken stew. Alright. We're gonna draw a little bit today. I have to figure out where I missed some stuff in Space for Unbound because there is an extended, there's an extended ending where you visit Atma's grave at the end if you get everything. So, I gotta figure out if I have to start all over and then, like, do the ending or what. I don't know. I need a little bit more time to recover. I think we said we're playing Eve this week? I don't think I've actually messed with that. It probably still says... So I'm gonna check that really quick. What does schedule say? Schedule should say something different. Yeah, we'll change that. We'll change that. Ebe? We could do Ebe. Yeah. Let's try and get a merry ending on Ebe. Ebe is so fast, though. I feel like we would be... I'm changing it. So hold on. Okay. So there we go. That should change it. Okay. That is a different thumbnail. I wonder if I picked the wrong one, because it's on there twice on Twitch. I don't know. Yeah, we'll try and do a merry ending, because I want that crazy ending where she has them both in the ending. And they're dead. Sorry if that's a spoiler. I believe we also 100%ed that. I think we have all the paintings and everything, so it would just be a breeze. So we'll see. Playing Splatoon last night and tonight. Better at the game when your breathing is heavily restricted. Oh. You know, here's the thing also. I'm better with a beer in me. Dio Maxwell does not condone underage drinking. Please drink responsibly. And only if you are of age. There we go. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. But like Monster Hunter and Tetris, I'm a little bit looser and a little bit more better when I've got like a Corona in me. Not that kind of Corona. An 805. So maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to have a little bit of a pregame and away we go. I got 2 levels in today. Got a little frustrating at the end. And then when I was moving, I have this thing here. It's a wax warmer. It has a light bulb in it. So instead of using like candles to like warm this wax, which is like candles, this is a wonderful scent. I get all of these. I'm gonna pimp somebody out right now. This is orange creamsicle wax melt from House of Wax Melts. That's what it's called. They have a lot of flavors based on like horror movies and stuff. And so I use a wax warmer to smell it. This one is the orange creamsicle, which I got in my last month's Dinosaur Dracula box. Also, what I've been... I'm pretty fond of this one. It's Crystal Lake Park 2. It's got like ozone and just smells like a lake. I can't really explain it. It smells really good. I really like this. I also have Dream No More, which is based on Freddy, and this is also like a creamsicle kind of scent. I bought this in Valentine's Day when she released it. It's Cara Mia, the Addams Family, and it's roses, because I just freaking love rose. I love rose scents. And then 2 I haven't tried yet is Slimer Sundae, which was an exclusive for Dinosaur Dracula. And it's purportedly, and it does smell, it's vanilla and bubblegum. It does smell like a Slimer Sundae. Totally cool. And then I got Christmas Crunch, which I believe was also an exclusive. I don't believe she sells this normally. I've just been kind of like addicted to wax warmers because the wax warmer doesn't take up much room, and if it falls over, it's pretty okay. It doesn't catch fire. But I like burning candles. I'm considering burning that, but I don't really have enough outlets nearby that I can do this. I'd have to put it on the other side of the room. But yeah, I put that in the wrong spot. That's fine. I was cleaning that out to pull out what I was burning last, which was this is Crystal Lake 2, and I broke the bulb, and it cut me on my drawing finger. So number 1, playing mobile games. About the only mobile game I play is Animal Crossing, but I can't do that. Washing dishes is annoying. A lesson learned here, do not cut your dominant hand finger, your pointer finger, because it's annoying as hell. Washing dishes, I had to I want to leave it off, but it's like fresh, so it bleeds when I put pressure on it. This is, today was kind of an L. There's supposed to be, I don't know if I'm even supposed to say this, I'm not going to say this, but there's supposed to be something happening of the, police nature. That didn't happen today. So maybe it's happening tomorrow. I had to clean up the yard and everything. They're supposed to be evicting people next door, but, you know how things go. But hopefully, proceedings are going to move on that. And how do I know that? Because my neighbor said that the police called him and said, we may need to use your backyard. So they extended it to us. They didn't call us personally. So that's that. That's this week. I was really hoping that there would be something happening, because then it would be already done, and then it won't be happening during streams. So if I stop and say, oh hey, there's a police raid, you'll know why. I do not condone throwing away your asthma medication because you throw down better. No. I always say just drink responsibly. Always drink responsibly. Always drink responsibly. So I'm gonna draw. Today's prompt is or no, today was this. This is Doll from Bloodborne. Tomorrow is Glass. Or today, yeah. Oh, I thought it was Marble. Today's the 20. Tomorrow's the 26th? I don't know what date it is anymore. Let's do Glass. What? Glass. Yeah, I know. I want them out. Ugh, I'm so tired of them. Like, almost 4 years. I'm hoping they get, like, they get most of them out, and then if people come back, they'll come back and pick people up when we say, hey, there's people there. Oh, you should responsibly do drugs, skip school, and don't eat your vegetables. Do not listen to Decon Theed. He speaks lies. Today's is Glass. That's the prompt it says. What are we going to do? I had plans for Marble, and then I looked, and it's Glass. So what do we do? I know what I did last time. Let me see. Last time we did Alistair, I believe. Yeah, that's what we did last time. Which is great, but that doesn't help me this year. I don't think this shit out. Why should I? Maybe we'll also work on some, what do you call it? Outfit August ahead of time. We'll do some of that. Is that... Yeah, that's pretty, just checking I have everything labeled correctly. Glass, 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 glass. Distortion is really hard. I have no idea. Lol. Is this shuffling correctly? I hit shuffle down here. I assume it's shuffling is working. It looks fine. I don't know if I haven't listened to the whole playlist because the playlist is long. Because Decon Theed always provides good playlists. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, because I know it's not the second, but this is still part of the mix. You would know better than I would. Otherwise, I'd have to sit here and scroll. And here's where most of the stuff. So last time we did Colored Big Man. It's still your music, so it's not going off and playing rando stuff. Yeah, sometimes that happens to me too. If I don't click random in the right spot. Like I said, you'd know better than I would. The only regret I had with this one is that the sticker covers up the blending. I was really happy with the blending on that. You can kind of see it still, but it's not like what I was expecting. What are glass things? Glass tings. Because I can't do glasses. I think glasses is actually that we already did that one. Yeah. I don't know why I put it twice. This is my first prompt list. That I actually recorded to do. You know what they say about eyes? They're the windows to the soul, which means they let flies and burglars in. I even have it labeled wrong in the back. Alright. I keep checking just to make sure, because I have done 26's glass. Let's come back to it. Let's do marble. I had an idea for marble. So the week's been going meh so far. We may or may not, I may or may not stream tomorrow. A couple of my friends want to play Midnight Ghost Hunt. And we're going to bot stomp, so I may stream that. Would you guys be interested in watching us fuck around trying to, like, hide and seek, like, extreme hide and seek? Because, like, that sounds kind of fun. I'm not very good at the game. Hold on a sec. Can I just put the flash on? You have to take, yeah, I think it would be fun too. I think it would be fun to kind of like just do something a little bit different for a Wednesday stream, which I don't usually do. But my usual Wednesday plans are on hold because everyone's going to FanFest, Final Fantasy FanFest in Vegas. And so our DM and a couple of our players are going to be there, so as such, I talk and then my head go boing. Yeah, so yeah, maybe Wednesday will. Do not quote me on that. If it's on the schedule within an hour of it happening, it's probably happening, if that makes sense. That doesn't, now that I think about it. But it sounds like fun. If you haven't heard of Midnight Ghost Hunt, it is I think it's early access Steam. And it's basically, it's like Prop Hunt, where it's asymmetrical. You have hunters versus ghosts, and the ghosts in the first half of the match have to hide and avoid getting totally messed up by the ghost hunters. And at midnight, if the ghosts have properly evaded the detection, they get super powered, and then their goal is to kill the ghost hunters. And the ghost hunters then have to survive until the end of the match to win, I think. Yeah, it's super fun. But we're not going to be doing like competitive with like people. We're just going to be doing bot stomping, mostly because for reasons. We're just going to be not participating in online with other strangers. We're just going to be participating with ourselves. And it's super fun. Like, when we were playing, it just, a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, fun stuff. Yeah, it sounds like fun. You should be around? Yeah. It'll be with the husband and my friend Jack Ryan, and normally we would have Dr. Lupon, but Dr. Lupon, if he's here, let me know if you're going to be around. I'll have to ask him if he's going to be around, or if he's going to be traveling by then. Because I do not know when his flights are. Or he's going to be out in Vegas with Frenzies. But it'll be fun. Barring that, I believe we could also do Fireteam Elite, Aliens Fireteam Elite, which I haven't gotten back to in like over a year. Lol, sorry. I haven't had a chance to yet. So we'll see. Wednesday is a tentative stream. And then Thursday we'll do Eve. We'll see. It's gonna be a odd week of stream. What else? It's almost August. Holy cow. Holy shit. Totally not ready for that. When is the last time I drew Henry? Like, in forever! I haven't drawn Henry in forever! At least in his default outfit. It has been ages. One of my favorite sketches, I think I have it here, that I did like a while ago. It's my other sketchbook. Hang on. Something fell down. This one. You never played a mother game? I played Smash. One of my favorite Henry sketches of all time. And there's a Luna Kuga. Yeah, it's flying. I'm not okay with that. Not okay with that. You'd think doing a monthly challenge would keep me on track of what day it is. It does not. Numbers are merely an illusion, and time is not necessarily real the same way you may think. Or something. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe doing maybe a couple sketches for Outfit August. I drew a really cute... Time ain't real, numbers are bullshit. I mean, you know. It's been slow, I would say. I'm still not sure what I'm doing for October. October is busy. Like, originally I think I was gonna do, like, horror games again. There's a couple of horror games that I didn't get to draw and I'd like to do. Last year I did Monster Babes. That was kind of cool. From a person's, another person's prompt page. But that was also hard. So, this is under date modified. Can we not be under date? What the hell is this? I had weird file names for all of these. I haven't drawn the gang in ages, which is why I wanted to do something I could go back to for Creepy and Crawly, but then I decided for Outfit August, I'm just gonna go for that. We'll talk about that for right now. I'm just gonna have a bunch of people in Halloween outfits because I thought that would be kind of cool. So we'll do a little preview while I try to make this Henry sketch work. Everybody's gonna be like Halloween outfits, and so I've basically chosen like 31 OCs across a lot of my series. I got a lot of series, guys. And I believe I'm gonna put these in order of like when I made the series. So like this is my oldest one. Like this is a little series I made when I was in kindergarten. No, not kindergarten. Probably like 3rd grade. That's Sonic OC. Because everybody has one of those, right? Vicky and Kimmy. It's a hummingbird and a fox. There's Rhea. So there are some that I'm going to be repeating because I have done them before. So like I believe Rhea and May already have these done. And I'm just redoing them because it's easy on me. Here's Aro. The first one in the universe that would become the Creepy and Crawly universe. This is Offshoot. We'll talk about that later. This one I was in love with. I saw this costume for like a diner waitress outfit and it had like aliens on it. It was super cute. So that's what I'm going to do. I have Loki from Ragnatropolis dressed as Jason Voorhees. I was going to ask Decomfy what he thought. I think that would work. Jason Voorhees is a good one. Well, what should we have Ina? Because Ina is the one after it. That's where I hit a... If I get a bunch of these sketches done ahead of time, it's just ink and color, and we're going to be flying. Which means I can bank other things, like Christmas. Heh. But yeah, what should we do for Ina? And then, like, a couple ahead of this, we're gonna have everybody from Creepy and Crawly. So May already has one. Alistair, Henry, Leo. I'm thinking of having Yoko just put her in like Elvira's outfit. Like that would be kind of cool. I think I would like that. Not every one of mine are gonna be represented because I think I'm cutting back on all characters and just do main series that I'm actually physically working on. Because Christmas all characters last year's was like insane. Jason works for Loki, Freddy Krueger for him too. Ripley? Yeah, but when you say Ripley, I either think like that giant like armor frame she wears or her t-shirt and panties, and I don't know if either of those are appropriate. Ripley's the best, dude. Girl boss. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That looks pretty good for Henry. There's a little... Yoko as Elvira is perfect. Yeah, I know. I want to like figure out how to do her hair for that and everything. Like, that sounds really cool. Yeah, I don't know about Ina. I'm trying to think of something. I saw somebody had once dressed up as, like, Tippi Hedren's character from The Birds, and it was, like, her in the trench coat, and she had, like, fake birds, like, on wires flying around her. Like, that might be cool, but I don't want to do that. I don't know if that's quite Ina. I don't know. But yeah, that's a not me right now. Did you see somebody? It's a not now Dio problem. That's a Dio and August problem. Has it really been that long since I last drew Henry? Yes, it has, because I drew that in the wrong direction. There we go. We go this way. Let's talk a little about this series then. Okay. Creepy and Crawly. I did that once, my very first Inktober. I did just drawings for Creepy and Crawly. That was fun. Henry. Creepy and Crawly was supposed to be like a parody survival horror series. Henry was supposed to be for Silent Hill. It's a future Dio problem. She's gonna have words for you now. Hey, I got up to whatever number Loki was. What number is Loki? I got to 5. Okay, you know what? Like, I got to 5. Okay, so you know, I did pretty good. Did you not see somebody at the door? What are you jumping up and down about, young man? Yeah, it was survival horror parody. It was Creepy and Crawly. That was supposed to be what Creepy and Crawly was supposed to be. And Henry represented Silent Hill. May is very obviously Fatal Frame. And Leo is very obviously Resident Evil. I have no way of showing because I really don't feel like grabbing old stuff from a drawer over there. But take my word for it. That's why Henry's got a little green coat. Except his is oversized. Alistair was supposed to be like... I don't know why I put Devil May Cry. It was Devil May Cry. Was his original... That was his original inspiration. A little, then we try to add it in a little bit more Constantine, and you know, it's like that. I'm just gonna put a little, and oops, I dumped the whole bottle. Constantine. So I think Alistair's more like Constantine. He doesn't smoke though. He drinks. That was his vice. That was And then Yoko was originally just kind of like a witch character, and she evolved very differently. And then eventually I added a little Bayonetta to her, even though that's not a horror game. I know that. I am aware. I am quite aware. But it just seemed to work because like devils and angels and shit, and it just kind of worked out. And then everybody just kind of evolved into their own kinds of characters as we went. Henry was like closer, like physically he looked like James, but like his whole like backstory is probably closer to like Alessa. It's horror themed, yeah, it's horror themed. And you know, I've had it for quite a few years. Quite a few years. Oh, I got followed back by a dog account. Yay. So, and one of the things I had originally is, Henry originally used to collect things because, you know, that was just something I did. Henry used to collect teddy bears. And then I realized that for a team that was very mobile, collecting teddy bears was very, too much. So I changed it to Henry Collects Marbles, which is why I'm using him for the marble prompt. I don't think I have this Inktober posted anywhere but my Instagram? I don't know. When did the first Inktober I did was in 2017. I have no idea where I was posting my Inktobers back then. It's certainly not the Twitter account that I have now, because that Twitter account that I have right now that I use primarily was it was supposed to be for my Switch, you know, for posting like Splatoon videos and shit like that, right? They cut that fucking functionality out like a while ago. Okay, we're gonna let that marinate. I'm gonna come back to that. Let's get back to glass. What's something glassy? Or we can work ahead. And I come back and do this tomorrow. 28 is zombie. Maybe we'll skip tomorrow's. We'll keep sketching. We'll come back to that. So this was 20 marble. This is how I keep track. 26, 27, 28. Let's draw Rusty. It's my zombie boy. I think that was like the main series that I decided to work on for that universe, because I have a lot of spin-offs in that universe, where it was, you know, there's death offices, and they have immortals who work on Earth, and the immortals are contractually obligated to work in teams of threes. They have to work with a ghost, and they have to work with it. An immortal has to work with a ghost and a living person, preferably with psychic powers. It's very close to the Yami no Matsue system, which is what Pot Sticker, like I previously said. You know what? Let's go back to glass. Hang on. I've got an idea. I made a glass girl. Last year's... here we go. Yeah. Do her. Let's do that. Let's draw the glass girl. That sounds fun. My desk is running out of space. City on doll. Where was I? What was I talking about? Yeah, that was what the Creepy and Crawly universe is. Supernatural offices, bureaucracy in the underworld and all that kind of stuff. And the first series that came out of that was Pot Sticker, because it was a Yami no Matsue ripoff. For anybody who's old enough to remember that Boys Love Yaoi series. Yami no Matsue. Don't you judge me! Did you hear my dog grumbling at me? Don't you judge me! You weren't even a tickle in your grandfather's eye when I created that. Don't you sit there and look cute. You sniffing at me. So judgmental today. My dogs. I am all over the place today. I am not whole of mind. I'm gonna have to figure out a pose. Yeah, it was a Yami no Matsue ripoff. And then I created Creepy and Crawly in the same universe. And that became the primary series. I still work on Pot Sticker every now and again. I look at the old stuff and try to figure out what's a good thing. They, like a lot of my series, they only really appear at Christmas because that's when I draw everybody and there's no discrimination. I wasn't prepared for this mood change of music. I got even more discombobulated. A real-time drawing, guys. Can't NFT this. Need a good pose. What's wrong with your ear? Come here, child. Let me fix your ear. There you go. Do you protest? Yeah, that's Shuffle for you. I mean, you know, I should have expected that. Shuffle will do that. Look at my doggo. Well, it's not mine, it's my mom and my sister's. That's Loki. Loki thinks he's a cat. Wasn't what I was looking for, but okay. Looking for something. Anyway. It's easy to get distracted today. I was not prepared to not be distracted. What was I talking about? I am rambling today. Rambly, rambly. What is that noise? Ace, what are you doing? Hey! Don't chew on that. The amount of times I've had to tell my child not to chew on something. The shit I find on my phone. The shit I find on my phone. CNC Universe and various spin-offs is what I was talking about, but I went post searching. Thank you. Yeah, I made it up because I like horror things, but I like humor as well. So I wanted to make kind of like, a humorous kind of series with horror elements. And so beyond Pot Sticker, I think then I made Mumler Club, which was about a bunch of college students who go looking for... Oh, here, this one's just for you, Decon. I'd say that's not a bad pose, but I don't care much for the lighting. I made Mumler Club because I was into ghost photography. I mean, I've always been into ghost photography. And I based it off of a film project I did. I did a photography project where I was doing a lot of double exposures and slow shutter speeds to make ghost photos for a photography project. And I kind of like based it off of some of the pictures there. And that actually involved Mei's brother, Mitsuru, and their former neighbors before they all moved out to California, which is why Mei is living by herself in Creepy and Crawly. It was a convenient way to get rid of her brother without killing him, like her source material. I have a funny story about that in a bit. And then I made Creepy and Crawly, which was more of the horror homage. And it branched out to have more of the alien stuff and cryptids and things like that. And then everything kind of spun off from there. There's a future series with Mei and everybody as adults, and all that kind of stuff. Multiple branching timelines. There's a simultaneous side story, including one of the characters that Decon made, James. He ends up joining a branch office of Alistair's, as Alistair runs it. That's where they get the name of the offices of Creepy and Crawly. His name is Alistair's last name is Crawly, and then there's Ransom Creeps, which was his former business partner before they decided they were gonna branch off. I always assumed it was an amicable split, but I never really specified. To be completely honest. But that's where James ended up. There's a future series. What else runs in that universe? Oh, Misfit Demon Manor also runs in that universe, I believe. Misfit Demon Manor is a part of that universe. And that takes place in, what did I say, Massachusetts? Yeah, it was an amicable split. I think literally what it was is that they just wanted to develop their teams in 2 different countries for tax reasons, I'll bet. I assume it's tax reasons. It's always something stupid like that. But tax reasons, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely out of. And I believe Ransom's office in the West Branch operates in England. I believe it was London, is what I decided. And Alistair's formerly ran in New York before they relocated to May's house because they could live there for free. And she was lonely, and that became her surrogate family. Her parents died, you know, and her brother's in America, and, you know, was dealing with his own shit. But yeah, Misfit Demon Manor runs in that same universe. They're in Massachusetts. There are spin-off stories that take place in Miskatonic University, which I have a version of one of Deacon's characters, Yuna. I have a version of Yuna that he lent me. That is a part of that, so she's there. It's a very big series. And then I have, you know, occasional cameos from characters that jump universes. So Nero, there's a version of Nero that exists in the Creeping Crawly universe. There's a, you know, Hideki and Jura have, you know, business there. Yeah. No, I think I was going with Massachusetts, personally. And it does have connections to Deacon's universe, which is the name of the series escapes me, and I'm horrible. Heaven's Order has like a version that kind of simultaneously exists in that universe. So there's that. Oh my god, I feel horrible. I used to do a lot of work for that, and I couldn't remember the series name for a little bit. I deserve to be hung by my toes for forgetting. And that also has a various, you know, different kinds of spin-offs on that angle. So, yeah, the Creeping Crawly universe. Heaven's Order. Yes, I'm so sorry. Heaven's Order and Howard's series. Fielding Investigation Unit is what I knew it as at one point. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've changed the name. That all existed in one universe. I believe, in fact, I do, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I'm allowed to use Hikaru in the future sequel series. To have him show up as a character. Hikaru and Tai show up a lot more in the future. The Creeping Crawly sequel future series. Creeping Crawly next. I asked. It's still Fielding Investigation Unit. Okay, cool. I didn't get that wrong. But yeah, I think I did want Hikaru to kind of appear in there. In his own way. I think Tai was a babysitter. I did get permission? Yeah. So we have a very unified universe through Creeping Crawly. Because it's a really great catch-all for like modern fantasy, supernatural stories. Trying to pay attention to what I'm saying and not listening to the track. Okay, I need to lift you. You are definitely out of proportion. Yes, you are. Habba-dabba-dabba-da. The back of the head is not wide enough. Imagine that. You draw them once and you never can draw them the same way again. A little bit more towards the back. There we go. So, yeah, we have a lot of interconnected series for that, but Creeping Crawly is like the main one. One of the main ones that I've worked on for many years. I never celebrated any of the anniversaries, or I probably should. They're probably due for a 20th anniversary almost. That's why I draw Maze so much. Well, that's where Creeping Crawly came from. Okay. It took over the original series that started it all. There you go. I'm not completely useless tonight. have a brush pen. All right. I need to check this again because I can see there's something wonky. You're fighting me. Since at least 2006 for CNC. 2006 maybe. 2009 sounds more accurate to my head. Oh, am I dropping frames? I'm dropping frames. Should we write it out? Let's wait it out. We back? No? I don't know why I started dropping frames suddenly. Are you hot, PC? PC-chan? Do you require a fan? I'll give you a fan. We'll wait it out a little bit. Oh, we're back. I think we're back. Yeah, 2009 sounds about right. Hold on, let me take a look. Hold on. I might have some... Let's go by date modified. Scroll all the way down. Oh, I didn't sign this one. Okay. Maybe you're right. 2006, because I see I see that the painting project I did, my Alistair photo was 2007, and I was working on it already by then. So I believe you are indeed correct. I think 2006 may have been when I started it. Yeah, you know what? 2006 sounds about right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you're a better custodian than me. 2009 is where, yeah, definitely further development. You were correct, because that's when we met. And we were integrating stuff that we knew. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I don't want the pen to permanently pick up the pencil that I laid down. Can I still see? Will I still be able to do it? We shall see. 2009 I had a lot of things going on, so had a lot of things in the pot. You know, I was still in college. I was still an innocent person who thought that she could, you know, make it in a art program. Oh, naive little me. I say that, you know, jokingly, with a little bit of truth. Yeah, let's switch. This was a good track, Decon. I just want to let you know. I still like it. It's still really good. Did you hear that? What's the matter? I think he expects you-know-who to be home. And you-know-who is not home yet. Poor baby. I think from like 2006 to like 2013. Those were good years for me creating stuff. I miss those years. Just making new things every so often. Not a care in the world. Those were the days. There are times I miss things about college, and then there are other things that I don't miss from college. You're thinking of lurk mode? Oh, that's unfortunate. You felt the Lantern Demon was the weakest? I really liked it. It was so different. And it really captures like a festival feeling. It really did capture it really well. There are days when I'll be like, man, it is better than Path of Rain and Flowers. Even though I really like Path of Rain and Flowers a lot. That's one of my favorites. You know? Different days, different strokes for different folks, you know? I didn't do that right. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry. A child of darkness? What's the deal? What's the matter? What's wrong? I think he expects DADDY to be home. And he is not yet home. And I don't know. Well, you know, he works late. Works late for someone who says he may or may not be retiring when he should be. He works hard. He should have a chance to retire and enjoy his retirement. You know? Aw, did I smudge? I think I smudged there. Alright. That's fine. We'll make it work. Somehow. I gotta remember to talk while I draw. Otherwise, it will be just dead air. Well, no, not dead air. We have cool tunes. All tunes. Whoop. Alright, how the hell did I color this? Alright. Whoops. This is just to say that, you know, sometimes, you know, some people have like one set of OCs and one universe that they build. And then there are other of us who have so many more. And there's nothing wrong with either of those, in my opinion. I think it's pretty healthy to do both. Have a singular focus. I think it's kind of cool. But I've got so many interests and ideas. They don't all fit in one place. But once I make a series, I kind of just keep it. I don't usually get rid of it. It's very rare. There is one that there's a couple I've been thinking of retiring because, like I was saying earlier, the all characters at Christmas are getting too much. Uh-oh. There's me not putting the protective paper down. That's fine. We can save it. Henry's fine. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be thinning that herd down considerably this Christmas. I went over and I overhauled a bunch of lists, and then I realized that, you know, there's a couple of these works that I've never worked on outside of like one or two instances. I think the last time I retired anything, God, he's going to work tomorrow. Yeah, I know. Your mom needs to take a break. Tell her I demand that she takes a break even though she won't listen to me. Uh-oh. Pale Celestine, are you, requiring that I use another one of your brethren? Because I can do that. I bought a bunch of you. Don't fumble them. This one's been used. I don't actually know what I'm doing right now. Do any of us really know what we're doing? Lol. She won't listen to me. I know she won't. And that's fine. Just tell her that I worry about her and I want her to be nice and rested. Yeah, I am retiring the series that Coleco. This means nothing to anybody because I don't really talk about her, but I had a series where everybody was named after gaming consoles. It never went anywhere, obviously. Coleco was the only one I ever drew. I think I drew the Master System once. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. So I'm retiring. I'm transferring her to another series. The one about the robots. Mostly because I think she would probably work better there. Or I think maybe I also thought about the Dreaming Universe, which has got my dream character, Lunas. My Not Knights character. Everybody goes through one of those phases too. I figured she might fit there. She's got like the kind of visual aesthetic that I think would work. So I'm retiring her series because I literally never did anything with it, which is unfortunate. While I'm not retiring the series, I'm gonna retire them for the all character in the advent calendar is a bunch of characters from the Creepy and Crawly universe, where I'm cutting a whole bunch of them out from the all characters, and I'm just leaving it to May, maybe Mitsuru, but I'm thinking of cutting him down to probably gonna come home early if she's not too rotten or nothing going. Yeah, well, that's what I would rather. She come home early rather than staying all day and feeling miserable, because that's not okay. I worry about my overseas mum. You guys are family. I've completely lost the plot on rendering glass right now, so don't worry about that. You giving up the ghost too? Do I need to get a third? You are completely dry. What happened to you? Oh, Amazon, I want a refund. Alright, I might be able to save that later. Oh! No, it's a lost cause because the cap doesn't close. Alright, fair enough. I want a refund. You know. What was I saying? Yeah, retiring some characters because it's just... I can't be doing like 45 characters and, you know, have an image out in under 8 hours. That's... I like compacted images and things like that, but that is too much for me. I need to cut back. you know, I want to enjoy Christmas instead of having to always work on illustrations, but, you know, if I don't do something, that makes me go crazier, you know? It's silly, but I like being consistent. I like keep doing things that I've done before. If it's an incomplete set, it haunts me. Like, I'm still working on it, but I still haven't finished, is it an Inktober 52? I never finished that for 2020. I never finished that. And I regret it. I'm like over halfway through it. I just haven't finished it. I want to finish it. So maybe I should. But I've got to... Okay, I'm gonna cool it on you. We're gonna use you instead. I like finishing things. You know, like Animal Crossing. I like having a full catalog. I've gotten pretty close on Wild World. There's a couple items I probably don't have, but I'd have to hardcore check. And I think I hit a bug where you can't check the catalog anymore. Wild World had a couple of bugs, unfortunately. Still one of my favorite Animal Crossings, though. What was that? What's the matter? What happened? To be honest, I'm not very satisfied with this right now. But, you know, I'm gonna finish it anyway. Because that's just who I am. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is just like, well, I mean, like, I'm gonna have definitely a bunch of things done ahead of time. I do have some stuff that I have already done ahead of time, like way ahead of time. So I can just post and be done with it. But I mean, like, I think part of the reason why I also am like, meh on it, because, like, damn, posting on multiple, social medias is really tiring. I understand why people hire people to do that crap. Because, damn, it is tiring. And I'm not even trying to keep up with an algorithm, because, you know, nobody looks at my shit anyway. I'm just doing it because of, like, I just need to make sure that all of the stuff is... I used the wrong color. I've got to make sure that all of the stuff is, you know, in the right spot. Yeah, I mean, I'm still doing the Christmas grind thing, but I'm at a point where I'm like, I've got to make some decisions on how that works. You know, we did it for so long because we were passionate and we were still students. Things that are not exactly the same anymore. I do not know how we managed to do it. A glass of water. Yeah, only you and me understand the "do you want a glass of water" meme that we've made up over the years. Do you want a glass of water? Every time someone asks me if I want a glass of water, I always think of you, Decon. It is Pavlovian. I mean, just starting way ahead of time and just doing it, getting it all done, I think is the only way we can maintain that shit, or just, it's something we work on all year. Because, like, I know you're working on the music and everything, and, you know, I know you say it's on you, but it's on me to finish, also on me to finish the art that I haven't finished, I haven't even started, for last year's project. So, you know, I am a part of this problem too, and you're gonna have to let me take the blame where I have it. I really hoped I was gonna work on it before July, because I knew I was gonna be busy with this. Keep sharing, putting stuff in your follower spaces on several platforms, make them appreciate the craft. Well, you know, appreciated. Did you mean to send me mine, or does I forget how Instagram works anymore? It showed me the post that I posted, and I was like, oh yeah, he does do that. He does do the posts for me. I lost her hair. I didn't draw it in. Shoot. Whatever. There we go. Fixed it. There was no mistake at all. You saw nothing. This turned out good. I've always liked the leitmotif for Battlemania. I think you did a good job in making a really good, memorable leitmotif. I think you did an excellent job on that. But also at the same time, I've also got to acknowledge that while I love the original Battlemania, I can't hold it over our heads as saying it was the best thing we had done. It's not fair to the new album. The new album was good. Battlemania 2 was very good. It always has been. What am I looking for? A blender? What's the matter, honey baby? Can you hear him, like, whining? Poor baby. You sound so pathetic. You're a baby. Why are you being a baby? Oh, you did do that by mistake. That's fine, yeah. I like the fact that you showed that you were, like, sharing it. It makes me feel nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what I was doing there. Are you demanding to be let out? Like, right this second? I think he is. What do you want? Hold on, I'm gonna go let him out. I'll be right back. Listen to the tunes. Okay. Ah. My hands are wet. Okay. Wrong side. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blah, blah, blah. That's the wrong side. I mean, like, I think all artists go through that phase where they're just not, you know, they look back on it, and very rarely I have that feeling. Mostly because I don't think very highly of my own skills, that I just do it and I'm happy, and if I'm not happy, well, you know, it's done and that makes me happy kind of mentality. There's very few things that I've looked back on my work where I'm like, I don't like it, I can't stand it, kind of a thing. It's pretty rare for me. Certainly I have a lot of I could have done this betters, but I mean, everybody has those. I mean, there are things that I have regretted putting down, but you know, I can always fix that. Don't scare me like that, Dad. Luna, come get it. Come here. What do you got?
A button.
Oh, you need me to fix your shirt.
I lost the button 3 weeks ago.
You found the button.
Somebody found the button in the lab.
No way. Okay, I'll fix that for you. Oh, Ace is out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, did she jump on you?
He just leaped up in my arms.
Oh, I must have forgotten to close the door when I let him out. What was I saying? What was I saying? Forgot what I was saying.
Hold on.
I don't regret too. I mean, like, there are a couple of things, like, I'm going to be completely honest, you know. If I do things that have real people in it, and I am no longer talking to said real people, I'll take them out. I have no problem, you know, erasing their existence. And I've done it before, you know. I've, like, removed people from older pieces because we are no longer friends. And I don't regret those. It sucks that I can't have the originals, you know. And for the most part, you know, I don't mess with the original uploads. You know, if they're uploaded somewhere, I leave them for the most part. But I don't... they are not in their original forms in the base works anymore. And it sucks because, you know, I've had to remove some people from my life. Both, you know, physically, you know, literally, and then, you know, artistically. I've had to remove them from my life. That always sucks. But, you know. Otherwise, you know, I probably would, like, not like the work as much. But yeah, I mean, like, if I've ever uploaded something and I've removed somebody, I don't make a big announcement of it. I just do the replacement work and, you know, what's done is done and they're out. Only recently where I've had to, like, completely, like, delete something out because of some heavy feelings, and, you know, it is what it is. Oh, my husband is also home. Well, dinner is all done because all of the stuff is out.
Okay.
You may eat.
Okay, thank you.
Not that you should wait for me to tell you can eat. You shall eat. You shall pass. Anyway. That's a real confession that I, haven't really mentioned. But now, you know, anybody who's really curious is going to look at some of my older stuff. But I mean, like, it's over several different social medias over the years. I'd be hard-pressed to tell you exactly where. But, you know, I usually use the same name across my socials. I think that YouTube is like one of the only ones that isn't, and that's mostly because I got that before, you know, they got bought by... Who bought them? Google? Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, I know you've got your own complicated feelings. And I'm not saying everybody should be like me. I'm a lot less harsh of myself in the past in terms of my artistic branding. I'm very harsh of my, you know, past mistakes, like anybody who has, you know, generalized anxiety does. I definitely have regrets on, you know, my life that I can't escape from. But when it comes to my art, I'm pretty proud of it. I like it all. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest that I was not liking this throughout, like, most of it, but I think I like it now. It's pretty good. I think I like it. I think I like it. I think I like it. You know, not that I have a choice. It's in a book. I'd have to take out the page and then there'd be a blank page. And that would be strange. It's 26, so this is for tomorrow. There you go, glass. It's not perfect. It ain't bad. It's only, yeah, the YouTube that's different? Yes, I believe the YouTube is the only thing that's different from me. No, my Twitter. Hi Squids. Because it was supposed to be High Color Squids, but I guess it got taken. And I never bothered to try looking to change it. So yeah, Hi Squids and my YouTube, which is Car Captor Loki. Because Car Captor Loki I got when I first started YouTube. Like 2 years after YouTube went public? Like, because I've got... It's at least 15, 16 years old. It's an old account. That's where I'm putting all the VODs and everything. It's done. Alright, cool. Alright, how do I feel about this? How do we feel about Henry today? I like it. He's got a little... Alright, let's... Before we do anything else, clean up. Because if I don't clean up, there will be markers all over and there will be no room for anything else. Your pale Celestine, you go here. Moon White goes here. Blue goes there. You go over here. Alright. Cool. Oh. Alright. There we go. Glass came out pretty good, yeah. Oh, Tumblr. Yeah, what was my Tumblr? Humans can drive stick! That's right! Yeah. That was my old Tumblr that I never use anymore. I haven't probably used it in over a year. Yeah, humans can drive stick. I'm gonna tell the story as to why my Tumblr was called Humans Can Drive Stick. It's a Mystery Science Theater reference. I think it was, what was the name? Robot Monster, I think it was the name of the movie. It was Joel era, early Joel era. And they were doing a skit. Oh, it was like season 1. I know it was season 1 because that was when, Josh was still doing Servo, and he was still on the show. It was before, Kevin started doing Tom, I believe. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't. No, I believe it wasn't. No, it was definitely when Kevin was doing him. So, like, within the first 3 seasons. It's an older episode. And it's about a robot monster, and they're robots, and they're talking about, Crow, you must kill the Who-Man. No, he has got nice cheekbones, and he gives me crunchy treats. And he can drive a stick. And he goes, don't give me any of that sentimental. He can drive a stick? And so that's where I got the name. Humans Can Drive Stick. Humans are manual. I always meant to have like a backup. Robots can drive automatic, but I never used it. Yeah, Humans Can Drive Stick. And I never wanted to change it because it was just so unique. And that's the story of why my Tumblr is called Humans Can Drive Stick. It's a Mystery Science Theater reference. And I never made a companion blog, which was Robots Can Drive Automatic, which I should have. Good times. Back when, Tumblr wasn't a shithole woke of city. Not that really the wokeness really bothered me. The gullibility bothered me. And the ship wars. Fuck that, Even though I am probably a Fujo, it makes me hate Fujos with a wholly undying passion. I had some good times there, though. They weren't all bad. They weren't all great. They weren't all bad. No, I did not use my Tumblr for porn. I did use it for fanfiction, though. I was using it to keep up with some certain fanfiction. So I guess it was kind of porn. I'm kind of indifferent to my Tumblr days. I still have it. I haven't closed it. It still has the same name. I try to post, because that was where I was posting, I guess on looking back on it, I guess EQ was a web novel. That was where I was publishing EQ as my web novel. And I occasionally go back and I post there for that. I have not done anything for EQ in many years, unfortunately. I'm trying to get back into it. Takes a lot to sit down and write. I know I had a lot more time back when I first started writing EQ. I had a lot more time on my hands back then. And I was writing weekly. And the sad part is, I think in terms of like what was published for EQ, I think is that's barely a fifth of the story. Barely. Of the main story, barely a fifth of it was ever out. Just that first season. I started the second season, which was like the backstory, and I never finished it. It's been years. I should go back. I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah. I don't like the thought of my own stuff becoming lost media. That would upset me. And certainly some of it is lost media. I used to have a PhotoBucket account that I just recently deactivated because I wasn't willing to. They don't support free accounts anymore, which was the whole point of why I got it in the first place. For web hosting. So I have a blogger that I don't use. Every now and again, I get birthdays for a live journal that I had that I probably used not that much. I have a live journal somewhere out there. I have no idea what my username would be off the top of my head, though. But I know I have it because I keep getting alerts for like, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. I'm like, who? I think I only followed like 4 people on LiveJournal. But yeah, LiveJournal's still around. Who'd have thunk? I did like my Tumblr. I had some neat stuff on there. My needs were no longer being served by it, so that's why I slowly phased it out. And then the pornpocalypse. Is that not what I'm supposed to call it? Oh, tell me if I'm moving off. I need to change Henry's design a little bit. This jacket needs to be like way oversized on him. Like way more oversized than I've ever drawn it before. Because he's like a little kid. He's like 13 years old and he's wearing like this grown man's jacket. And I never drew it like that. I always drew it like it was a jacket that fit him. Yeah, what goes published is like small, you know. I have so much stuff. You know, like I have the first 3 to 5 episodes of Creepy and Crawly written out. And I look back on it and I'm like, I definitely have to change. I'm going to change substantial chunks of it. But I'm just going to hold on. I was losing control of the circle there for a second. I was going to wholeheartedly like rewrite it. Because I definitely want to rewrite it. I think my dialogue is a lot better when I write these days. It's not as... There it is. It's like, where'd my eraser go? Oh, I dropped it like probably 20 minutes ago. I'd like to revisit it. There's some things in it I want to redo. Definitely. Knowing what I know now about the characters. Definitely want to go back and rewrite some Creepy and Crawly. But I'm going to keep the old documents and just... you know, write wholesale new, you know? Because I like it. It's neat, you know? But yeah, EQ I gotta get back to because I haven't even gotten to like the big part of the second arc that I started probably like 7 years ago. This is a good track. Which one is this? We'll get back to it, EQ gang. I know! I don't know if anybody's like... That's right. This is the first time I ever drew Tenori. That was the cover for this. This was a good single. Disco Adobo. I mean, like, you know, in terms of it being tolerable, it's just like, I think by the time, you know, they had done the great porn purge, right? I don't even think that's really what killed it, to be completely honest. I always thought that it was just, people just lost interest. Ah. What I was gonna do with it wasn't really suited to, like, being a good artist, like, social media, you know what I mean? It wasn't very... Like, it had multi-posts, which is always good, right? But other than that, I don't think it was all that great for artists to get stuff on it. You know? That's just me. Henry, what color were your eyes? They were phthalo green, weren't they? I don't have phthalo green anymore, buddy. I'm just gonna have this one. Draw some cat's eyes in his. That's kind of cool. I mean, you were a co-writer, but we were co-creator. You weren't even a co-writer, we were co-creators, you know? We did everything. I mean, I've been slacking so much on the holiday specials. I'm gonna get back into it. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that next Halloween story arc that I started. That ironically has Jura and Hideki involved. Because of course it does. Implied that, you know, there's a Nero that exists in that universe too. A Renzo and a Nero that exist. Well, I say a Renzo and a Nero, but like the main 5 do exist in that universe. So, you know, there is definitely a Renzo in that universe. There's definitely a there's an Iris. There's a Nikolai. They're definitely their own counterparts. Oof, I lost it. Let's do this. Oh, that worked. There we go. Saved it. I realize a lot of people reblogging and tagging. Yeah. It's, I mean, it's an algorithm now. It's an algo. You know, and, it is what it is. Yeah. Doesn't mean I like it. I mean, you know, to be completely honest, Tumblr is still staying relevant because people are, like, screen capping, like, posts and, like, reposting them on other social medias. And that's what's keeping that alive. Because I'm guilty of seeing it on Instagram, and I save it. I screen cap it, I share it. If that's the best way to keep that business model going, then so be it. Yeah, Twitter and Instagram are hardly... No, Instagram's pretty bad. Like, Instagram's really bad. But that is the one social media where I have the most interaction, presence, you know. I can't let go of it because that's the one that has the most engagement of all of my socials. Because I can tell you my Twitter socials are ass. You know, my engagement on Twitter is ass. What? It wasn't good? Oh. Oh. Oh, your day. Okay. I don't even really use the Twitter all that much. I have a Kara account, and I definitely need to put more effort into that because that's an artist app. I definitely should get back onto Kara and curate some of my stuff on there. I think I'm gonna put mostly my flower making on Kara and my floral paintings. I don't think I'm gonna put this kind of stuff on there. Maybe 1 or 2. Maybe the mermaid. But I want a little bit more professional art thing. And I'm not getting ArtStation. Because I don't like how they're, you know, not just the NFT crap, or not the NFT crap, but the AI stuff with ArtStation. Yeah, no. That is not a thing that I am interested in being a part of. What else? I'm not on Threads. Because if something goes wrong on Threads, it can nuke your Instagram account, and I'm not... Nope. No thank you. Not risking that. This cute little kid from Iowa. Totally possessed by demons. Not sure what social app you tend to get more pull from. Yeah. I'm not sure either. But I mean, like, you know, my polls on any social media, if I get, like, something over, like, 40, that's a lot for me. I'm tiny town, you know? I'm not that great. I'm just some simple schlub who just draws a little bit in games. I'm not looking to get famous. Okay, I gotta tell you, Decon, this Shiver Heaven, this track, it is super video gamey. Like, I can see myself playing this on a Genesis or something. Like, this was a game I played when I was little, when I was a wee tot. Not a wee tot. I'm older than that. I had a Genesis when I was, you know, when I was, like, middle school. And it's a Genesis, not a Mega Drive. I'm about to get lynched in my chat, aren't I? It's not great. No, I think Instagram is terrible as an art app. It's absolutely horrible. It's an absolute crap shot. I get that. I was gonna say it's not just us sharing your stuff too. I don't know. Maybe if these streams got a little bit more populated, I could... Decon does all this music, guys. Like, this is his music we've been listening to for like an hour. And it's great. You should totally, you know, buy his stuff. Did you ever get in contact with the guy who did, like, the tribute album to you? Because that was kind of cool. I have it on my phone. Sometimes I listen to some of the tracks. They're not bad. I mean, you know, that's a whole different kind of can of what's going on there in terms of famous. Likes are fine. I don't need comments. Right? Like, maybe that's what it is. I like likes. I don't need the comments. Even if it's like, this is so good. It's like, well, you know, whatever. Thank you, but nope. I can tell you who I am proud of having you know, somebody who's getting a lot of followers is the husband runs a fighting game channel on YouTube called Operational Minimums. And it kind of teaches you how to basic combos for Street Fighter 2. And they have been getting a lot of traction lately, so you guys should totally follow Operational Minimums. Okay, hold on. I need to look at a different book, because a different book tells me what color. I have a color key book. Nope. Whole project fell through. There was a part 1, but there was never a part 2. Okay. Never heard from them. Alright, that's interesting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. I have it swatched. Olive. It's this one. That's unfortunate, because I liked it. It was pretty cool. It was a cool project. Okay, actually. Henry, what did your... I think I got this wrong. I haven't drawn you in so long. I did get it wrong. I put the patches in the wrong spot. That's fine. I've been meaning to redo the patches anyway. Luna, why are we boofing? Will you ever leave a nice comment on my stuff again? Got it. I mean, I guess I should answer some of the nice ones. I do sometimes. I don't answer all the nice comments. I like to leave nice comments on other people's stuff, though. I want them to know that I appreciate it. And sometimes I try to say something, you know, like, I really like your line work, or, you know, I really like the gentleness of the color palette, you know. This one's my favorite of what you've done so far. I like saying things like that because I want them to know that, you know, there's somebody out there who really likes their stuff, and this is why I like it. Sometimes, you know, I just think they're neat, you know? The Marge Simpson principle, I just think they're neat. And I know how hard we have to work, you know? I am not one of those people who have to rely on an algorithm to get paid. Because I don't necessarily want to make this a job. I used to work in sales. And I don't want to do that anymore. You know, I don't want to work with... Unless I know the client very well, I really don't care to open up, you know, commissions because I don't want to deal with a bad commission. And I know that's ridiculous, right? It's totally ridiculous. There's no such thing as, you know, never having a bad client. But, you know, I don't want a bad client. I don't want to deal with that crap. I don't want to make a living off of this per se. No. It's too much. But do I think that people who do make a living off of this deserve to make a living? Absolutely. I think absolutely people deserve to make a living off of art. People have been doing it for thousands of years. And for, you know, clients to say that, you know, to dictate what someone else is worth and, you know, being a difficult ass, like, fuck off, you know? I think that's also a problem with the Shein, TikTok, Temu generation. You know who you are. You guys don't understand what it takes to run a small business, you know. Oh yeah, you can go on Temu and Amazon and Shein and get, like, you know, an enamel pin for like $2. Yeah, but they're ripping it off from somebody else who needs that to make a living. And, you know, you should really pay for people's stuff, you know? I can't afford a lot of my favorite artists' work, but it doesn't make... I'm not going to demand that they, you know, make it in my price point. That's ridiculous, you know? Let people make a living. And just because you can find a knockoff for cheaper does not mean that everybody should be doing it like that. I mean, if you can't afford it, then you shouldn't be trying to buy it. I have very harsh, big feelings about that, you know? Rawr. You know, pay for people's shit. Don't get knockoffs. Don't expect to get a knockoff price. You know? You know who you are. I don't think any of them are here. There are no people like that in my stream. Just pay for art. If people want to make a living off of it, you know, they should be able to make a living off of it. Because they're doing something that you aren't doing. And you would want to get paid, wouldn't you? You know? If you were doing something, you would want people to pay for it. You wouldn't go give it out for free. You shouldn't. And you shouldn't either, you know? I do it as a hobby. If I get seen, I get seen. I don't, I don't. But there are people who do need it to live, and you should give those people your monies. That's how I feel. That's my rant of the day. Pay for things, do not argue about how much something is worth, and don't cheat small business, you know? Don't be a douche tag. I don't know what that means, but don't be that. Don't be a douche tag. That's what I'm gonna say. Pay for work. Anyway. Changing the subject. Yeah, rebranding? Twitter? Why? Like, nani? What's the point? Why would you? I don't understand. Especially because now, you know, the whole ex-Japan thing. Like, dude, you were talking about one of the most influential musical numbers, national treasures in Japan. What are you even thinking? I mean, why would you even change it to X? It just sounds so... Like, who made that decision? Like, honestly, who made that decision? I know we can all blame Elon for making the decision, but, like, whoever made the decision, what are you, like, 12? Like, for real. Everything else is still branded Twitter, you know? They still have tweets. He's better because he couldn't rename PayPal to X. Dude, PayPal, man. Unless, you know, it's just a bunch of people who are making these decisions to, you know, make him regret paying that much and he has to sell it off at, like, a loss, which, you know, that's a thing.
They have not eaten?
They have not.
And this is their lunch?
That is their lunch. You are indeed correct. My dogs have been really strange lately. They didn't want to, like, eat. My doggos are being strange. Because he's 5. I know. Oh, I smoked weed once on the Joe Rogan show. Why don't people love me anymore? It's because you're a billionaire. I don't like billionaires. We really don't, you know? It's... You can't make us like you. And nor should we. I need to do that as darker, but I need a different pen. Where am I? Aha. This one. I mean, it's the letter of the alphabet. It was like when Colgate tried to, you know... tried to trademark Ajax, and it's just like, yeah, because Colgate's been around since the Greek Golden Age. Because if you didn't know, Ajax is a Greek hero. I don't know if anybody needed to know that, but there you go. Ajax was a Greek hero. I don't know who needed to hear that. That's your historical thing of the day. Let's get a bunch of these pens out. My favorite cat's eyes were the ones that were like blue and yellow. So let's do that one. Although that one's green and yellow. Let's do a green and yellow by his eye. Whoosh. And then... Somebody come in here? No? Let's do this one. Yellow and blue. I'm trying to match the branding to make Zitza thing. Went on SNL as Wario. Why don't people like me? Asked the world's biggest blood money nepo baby. Nepotism has only worked once, in my opinion, and that was the creation of Monster Hunter. That is the only time nepotism has ever done anything for anybody. Is to... Oh, well, no, okay. Monster Hunter and Leica Studios. That's nepotism at its finest. When it works. Other than that, nepotism... Uh-oh. Ace is in trouble. Why are we yelling at Ace? Because Ace is Ace. Oh. Because dinner time. Okay, got it. What a sweet Henry. I know. We gotta love Henry. Henry's a kid who's had a hard life. Might have murdered his brother, his twin brother. Destroyed an entire town off a map. But he's a good boy that keeps Alistair on the straight and narrow. I don't know what kind of colors cat's eye marbles come in. Now that I'm looking at it. I have no idea how this works. Let's make this one pink. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, not that one. This one. He's a good boy. He's best boy. He's one of my best boys. Definitely one of my favorite characters. I was talking the other day about how, like, I made May and my Kids on Bikes, campaign that I'm doing with my friends. I made May, and the gang has quickly shipped her off with one of my other one of the other characters, played by Dr. Lupin. Or that Black Bear. That's right, he changed his name on Twitch. And so it's like May's got lots of boyfriends because she ends up with Henry and James at the end. She's part of my campaign of some couples or trios. And she's got Drake now, in that Kids on Bikes routine. She's got Drake, she's got Henry, she's got James. May's got hoes in different zip codes. Oh, you know what? I got an experiment. Let's experiment. I trust myself. Oh, other way. Nobody wants to eat dinner. But May is very popular. It's also, I believe, the only universe where May's parents are still alive. RIP. You know. Also, she has a cat in that series, in that campaign. And I think the cat's name is Tama. This was a good track too, Degon. You should know that. This track was pretty fire. Alright. Marble! Let's try this. I do not want to make this too dark because I want that cat's eye to stay prominent. And I gotta fix that rim. This, I really like. I listened to it lots of times when it first came out. It's a great track. It's got good tension in it, which I know is the point. I think I create just because for the love of it. There's also a part of me which is like, I want to see cosplayers do cosplay. Like, I want to see someone cosplay as Henry. That'd be kind of cool. That's never going to happen, because I have no plans to ever publish this, because that's too much fucking work. I'm very lazy. I only want to work when I want to. But of all my works that I could do like that, it would probably be Creepy and Crawly. I think it's got a lot of legs. The other one would have been Map Gunners, because I was trying to write that into a novel. I got about 2/3 of the way through the first book before I stopped, which is unfortunate. I wasn't very happy with the beginning. Like, I think the story is really discombobulated. I gotta plot it out better. Also, I gotta figure out who really is the main character in that story, because goddamn, it could have been Soy, and it could have been Hawkins, or it could be both, and I've got to figure out how to balance that out. Writing's hard. Writing is very hard. Just thought you should all know. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. The little nebulous blue peeking through. That kind of works out. Alright. Where are we at in time? Oh, it's 2 hours. Okay. Alright. That's pretty good. I think I'm good. I think we're good. We got 2 done. Not too bad. Not too shabby. It's been a long time since I've drawn Henry. He looks good. Alright, we'll do the outro while I clean up. So, Ebe on Thursday. Maybe something else. I don't know. I can't imagine we're going to be at Ebe for two hours. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. It is really easy to blaze through that game. The game can be really short. I've got to do research on how to get the right ending that I want. Tentative. Maybe a short stream tomorrow for either that doesn't belong in there. Either Midnight Ghost Hunt or Aliens Fireteam Elite. One of those two, I promise. One of those two if we stream tomorrow. So just keep an eye on my Tweety Bird app, because that's what it's going to be, no matter what he thinks. Boy, howdy, writing is hard. No kidding. Yeah. Yeah, Wednesday and then Eve on Thursday. And then next week the game will probably be Monster Hunter. I miss Monster Hunter. I miss it. I miss Nero. I miss hunting. We're gonna do some follower quests and maybe hunt Velcana a couple times. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'm out of practice. Okay, so I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Keep an eye out. Probably start around 7 for that. We're gonna start later for if we do the stream. We're gonna start around, like, call it 8. I'm gonna say right now, if we start, we're gonna start around 8-ish, maybe go an hour-ish. We'll see, because I gotta wait for the husband to get home, and then we gotta eat. So late stream if we stream tomorrow, Wednesday, and then Thursday we start at 5:30. We're gonna do Ebe. All right, so I will see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Night.